Conservation through having smaller families. Part B, Forests. What is a tree? A tree is for me, and me, and me. I say that a tree is for me. So now, why do we need to value a tree? Read on and see. Trees, like other plants, capture energy from the sun. This energy is stored within the body of the tree. The energy can be released as heat when firewood is burnt. Many trees are cut to use as fuel in the poorer countries. Tree roots collect mineral salts from the ground. These minerals become part of the structure of the tree. When leaves and branches fall and rot, they return minerals to the topsoil in humus. Forests are cleared for agriculture to use the good soil which trees make. Tree trunks are made of strong fibres, which is why trees have many uses. Timber goes into building houses, fences, etc. More timber is used for making furniture. And more trees are used to make paper and cardboard for books, newspapers, packaging, etc. So, 3 main reasons why trees are cut are energy, agriculture, and wood fibre. Living trees provide us with other incalculable economic benefits. For example, they give us shade. Also, oxygen, and take carbon dioxide from the air, storing carbon in the tree itself and in soil. Forests contribute to weather cycles which bring rain. Tree roots hold soil and prevent erosion. Tree roots also act like a large sponge, holding water in the soil. This water is released slowly after rain has fallen, to give a clear, clean supply of fresh water for springs, rivers, and dams. Trees are home to many forms of wildlife. Mangroves provide a breeding place for fish and other forms of life in coastal waters. The medical properties of some trees have been known for centuries, and many modern drugs can be extracted from trees, especially those in tropical forests. So there are many good reasons why a living tree is useful to people and animals. However, the forests of the earth are being cut down faster today than ever before to supply our needs for fuel, good soil, and timber products. It is people who use all these things. Now that we have improved medical care through health education, drugs, injections, surgery, etc., the world population is increasing. And so there are more people in the world than ever before. More people, fewer trees. What can we do? What about reforestation, planting new trees? Reforestation is not keeping up with forest destruction, and the newly planted trees are usually different from the types being cut. As forests are cleared, many types of trees are in danger of extinction, and with them would go the many forms of wildlife which depend on their own types of trees. Reforestation can supply some of our future needs for fuel and wood fibre. But without the natural forests, we would lose thousands of plant and animal species. What about the national parks, areas set aside to preserve nature? National parks are only small areas because people want most of the land for other purposes. National parks are important to many people because of the relaxation that the natural environment gives. They are also very valuable as refuges for wildlife. However, as the population grows, there is pressure against setting aside reserves which are large enough to safeguard nature. Countries with a high standard of living, for example Japan, Australia, USA, use up forests faster than countries having a low standard of living, because they use more timber and agricultural products and more energy than those with a lower living standard. Forests in one country may pay for the high living standard of another country, since trade between countries includes timber and agricultural products. What about ways of conservation such as wasting less, cutting down on the use of timber products, recycling, etc.? It's true that if people are willing to buy timber products, there will be someone who is willing to sell them. And the more timber that can be sold, the more trees will be cut down to sell. This is the basis of employment in the timber industry. So even small efforts at conserving timber can help save trees. Does this mean the supplier of timber products may suffer? Yes. It means that the consumer now has a slightly lower standard of living because he uses less, and it means that the supplier gets a little less money from selling timber products, so he too has a lower living standard. In fact, 3 groups benefit from timber sales: the seller, landowner or government, the employee or worker in the timber industry, and the buyer of timber products. But if we continue to use up forests, we will run out of trees, jobs, and timber products. So these 3 ways of saving forests are useful. They are reforestation, national parks, conservation. But as population increases, there are more consumers of timber products, so more trees will be cut down. So it comes to this: our high population is making demands on Earth's ecosystems that are too great, and that is why the forests are disappearing. We were not responsible for our own existence, but we are responsible for the number of children we add to the population. If couples choose to have small families, 2 or fewer than 2 children, then this will help reduce pressure on forests. And future generations won't miss out on understanding the value of trees, forests, and wildlife. Please go to the link below for Part C.